Hello, I am the Quest Maker. I welcome you to Albion Online and to Step Cross, which is where you've landed. If you've chosen to land here, there are other cross towns that you are absolutely welcome to land in if you like. And one of the problems that I've seen when people first get off the boat is that some of them haven't gone through the tutorial at all. And in that case, they have no idea on how to get started. So I'm going to assume that you have not done the tutorial, even though it is a very good idea. You get free premium, and that is actually worth something in this game. So come along, and we will get started. Here's, I guess, my quest for you. We're going to make some tools. You don't really have anything right now, and so I'll show you where to find what you need. Let's get 6 rough stones and 6 rough logs. I'm going to run down the street here and pass by the smelter. All right, we're going to be there later today. This is the tool maker, where we're going to make our tools. But now, if you look around, there's some rough stone here, but it's been harvested very recently. But there's some more around town. So let's look at getting our rough logs. Alright, we need about 6 of these. And it's okay if we get more. Alright, looks like we've got 1 extra. And so here's a rough stone. And just to pop back up, we'll get 1 there. Sometimes it's a very popular place to try to get, a couple hundred extra just by picking up rough stones off the ground here. So we'll need 3 more of the rough stones. And it's all over the entire small starting town here that we have. And you'll have to look around a little bit. There are a lot of people that sometimes just are busy farming in town, and so you'll have to wait around a little bit. Those rough stones and rough logs, excuse me, I need to cough. What they do with those rough stones and those rough logs is just throw them up on the marketplace. Or I haven't actually seen anybody do what we're doing today. So let's move on to the next part of this. We are going to go to the tool makers and make a beginner's axe and a beginner's pickaxe. So here's a tool maker here. If you have trouble finding him, you can bring up your map. You usually press N to do that, and then you can look at the lumber mill, which is where we saw some other trees there. Those are birch, and we're going to go there soon. Here's a smelter. There's a repair station, and we're going to go there later as well. So just come here to the Journeyman's Toolmaker. It is in a different spot in each of the cross towns. And talk to him, and then we see that we can make any of these tools with the materials that we have. What we need to do to make more tools of a higher level, we will need the beginner's pickaxe and the beginner's axe. So let's go ahead and make 1 of each of those right now. Alright, so next we're going to go ahead and use our new tools, and we're going to get 30 birch logs and 10 copper ore. If we had the hammer, we could pick up the limestone, but these here are the birch trees, and we need to get 30 of these logs. There's only, I guess, 27 might be available to us here, so we'll have to wait around for a minute, because it only takes a minute for each one of these ticks to come back for the tier 2 trees. So almost as soon as we're done with this, we'll head back over there and wait for the respawn. So this one should pop back up within a minute. There we go. So now we've got 30 birch logs. Let's go ahead and get that copper ore. So we come over by the smelter here. There's a couple little nodes to mine. Alright, we just need one more. Alright, so next, what we'll need to do is refine them, and then we'll make one of each novice's tool. So in order to refine them, you click on the building, and then you can find your copper bar, and then you can also type in, or you can, plus or minus there, and make 10 of these copper bars. And then we'll head over to the lumber mill, and we'll make 30 of those logs into planks. There we go. So we'll head back to the tool makers, and make one of each novice's tool. I have the only show craftable from inventory here, so that it made it a little bit easier for us. This shop, though, only allows you to build tiers 1 through 3, but we won't get our head out of ourselves so much. But we've got enough for one of each of these tools. So let's go ahead and make one of each. And now we could actually get one of each of the different resources that are here in town. So, or, 3 rather, because here's some of the limestone. Of course, we have the birch already. Before you start to get the leather, I would suggest that you get some combat skills, because you can get this hide here as well. Over here is the cotton, so you can harvest a little bit of the cotton with a sickle. And so all of these resources are basically here in town with us. We don't need these two anymore. I mean, they are good for harvesting stuff, and you are going to go through a lot of tools, so I would recommend that you hold on to them and just use them until they break, and then toss them out. You will make a little bit of extra silver generally with your tools if after they break you take them over to the repair station and not repair but salvage them. So the second tab here is the salvage, and so I'll show you real quick how the salvage works. This novice's axe has an item value here of 32, and 24 is 75% of that number. So you're going to get 75% of the item value with a fully repaired tool, or one that isn't broken. If it is broken, you'll get much less of any of this, and the amount of planks and bars that you will get back is 25% of this number here. So if you come across an item that's just barely damaged, but it costs too much to repair, you'll throw it in here and make a new one with, some more resources. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to wish you well. You can now go outside of the city and harvest all the tier 3 resources as well as the tier 2 resources. So I want you to go ahead and get some of that. Don't sell it in the auction house. throw it in your little chest and hold on to it, because it's pretty worthwhile. I'll show you in the next quest how much you'll need, and like a good ratio of what to bring with you to town, so that you can refine and make more money by using the refining stations in town. Good luck.